Well, good morning and welcome to, excuse me, a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus. Well, we're going to be spending about the next 45 minutes together, putting on our makeup and learning a Bible memory verse. All right. So our foundation verse for this podcast is going to be Psalm 119, verse 11. I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. And so like I said, we're going to be learning a verse every week. Now, we had started kind of learning the book of James, and I told you I was working on a project for you. Well, it turned out to be a little bit more of an undertaking than I thought. I don't want us to get too far out ahead of this. That doesn't give us the best possible opportunity to memorize that book. As I said in the beginning, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. It matters that you do it. So we're going to take a little bit of a step back this week from that. We're actually going to revisit, can you call it an oldie but goodie? But we're going to revisit the verse that kind of started us all. And that was from our coloring book that we did here. And this is, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, Philippians 4:13. Now, for those of you that already had that memorized, that is going to be something that's going to be a wonderful and great review for this week. For me personally, it is something that I need to live in this week as I continue to work on this book for you. Workbook planner, that I would do that. I would rely on that, and that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So I need that. And I hope you do as well this week, as a reminder that it's not about you. Give and let God. So that is what we are going to be working on this week. So actually, let me put it up there. Okay, so I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Let me hear you say that out loud wherever you are. You ready? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, Philippians 4:13. So we're going to have that scrolling across the bottom of our screen there as a reminder of what we need to be doing to, remember that it's not about our strength. It's not about what we can do. It's about letting go and letting God do it. All right. So if he has put that in your heart, whatever it is, then he will provide the strength and the wherewithal to get it done. All right. So end of sermon for today. Okay. So we know that right now today, if you're watching this live with me, actually, I hear you dinging already. Let me turn the chat on. Okay, good morning. So sorry. Okay. And so in the chat, whatever platform you're on, feel free to ask your questions. They should come through to me, and I will do my best to get them answered live. So we're going to do something that's a little bit of a departure from our normal. So like I said, this is live. This is April 4th, 2024. We have the eclipse just around the corner. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do an eclipse makeup look. It may take us a little bit longer. I'm kind of winging this and making it up as I go along. So I can assure you it's going to be lots of fun. So what you're going to need, it's a funny thing. I was trying to write down what colors you would need. You know how I usually do in the show notes to have it ready for you. And there's so many things laying on my table right now. I didn't even try to write it all down. So here's what we've got. We're going to do our regular foundation. We're going to contour just like normal. And then we're going to do, I'm not sure what you would call it. Anyways, it's an eclipse and then kind of a galaxy. So that's what we're going to be working on. So anything in your mind's eye that you think you would see in a night sky or in the galaxy or as part of, think of every sci-fi movie you've ever watched. Grab those colors and come back. Okay. So if you're watching it live with me, that's okay. Just be amused as we go along. Okay, so we are going to start out, as always, with, I know some of you are laughing already, with our Urban Decay All-Nighter Grip Primer. This, well, actually doesn't have the word grip in there. It does have the word grip. Longwear grip. Okay, so we are just going to do one pump. That one pump is all that you need. We're going to work that between our fingers this morning and put that wherever you need to even out the texture of your skin. Maybe you have, like me, combo skin, and you have some areas that tend to get a little bit slippery. Your foundation might separate or slide a little. Get this bad boy there, and that will help with that. Fine lines and wrinkles, it will help diminish those because it will kind of fill it in. Gives you a little grip so your foundation wears better. It just does so many things for you. So just get it put on. All right. Then we are going to move to our concealer. And you know what I just realized? I did not put my foundation brush over here, so I'm going to wheel across the room for just a second. All right. That's always fun. And I needed my star brush because we're getting ready to use our concealer. Okay, so this is the Bye Bye Under Eye. This is in the shade 11, light nude. And we are going to just use a little bit this morning. So just like that much right there. And you are going to put this any place you have something that you need to, or you feel that you need to hide. Under eye darkness, redness, acne scars, current acne problems, whatever. And then we're just going to get that on there. This does better when it warms up to your body temperature just a little bit. So we're going to let that set for just a second. Especially today, I do have, my tissue in my lap ready for whatever things happen. You just never know. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my star brush. And this is It Cosmetics. This is just their new foundation brush. I love this one. It might be exclusive to Ulta. So I think I still have a couple left. Come see me. We'll get you hooked up with it. All right. And we're just going to blend out that concealer. And I feel like I keep seeing glitter everywhere. Yesterday I had on I had on some glitter and it was kind of a chunky one. Actually, we're going to be using it today too. It was this Color Pop, and it's actually a body glitter. This one's called Disco Lady. I think it was a pink one I had on though. But those are beautiful, kind of chunky sized glitters, and I had them just sort of over here. And now I've got glitter everywhere. I noticed this morning while I was brushing my teeth, I got glitter in the sink. I got glitter on the sink. I got glitter on the floor, glitter on my towel. There's a little bit of glitter everywhere. Glitter everywhere. Okay, so if you're ever in a bad mood, though, get you some glitter. Glitter makes things better. Glitter in a prayer. Oh, that'd be a good motto, wouldn't it? Glitter in a prayer. All right. So we're going to use our foundation. For me, this is going to be the CC Natural Matte. I am the shade Light Neutral. If you need a shade match for this, come and see me in my store in Midlothian, and we'll be happy to get you shade matched, whatever foundation it is that you choose. But this one's especially nice, especially for combo skin. So you're going to take one pump of this just right in the center of that star brush there. And then we're just going to kind of get it a little bit of everywhere. And then we're just going to blend that out. Going to make sure we work right up to that concealer there. Get it nice into the hairline. Working around all the contours of the nose. Evening out the chin line. Making sure we're getting around the lips so that when we put our lipstick on, it's going to wear nice and evenly. All right. And once you've got that all nice and evened out, I'm going to just do once more under the eye. There we go. Let's just give a look. Yep. All right. So we're going to set that brush aside for just a minute. Put the cap back on that. And now we're going to set our foundation. So I am going to be using the Beauty Blender. This is the Powder Puff for foundation powder. And then I am using the Hourglass Veil. This is their translucent setting powder. So some things I really like about this veil. I love the delivery method that it has. Here, let me get it. So it's got kind of this funky little well and then this little top here. And it just delivers it nice. The powder is so smooth. It's so silky. It wears well. I don't know if it's supposed to have oil control properties or not, but I find that it does really well with combo skin. So we're going to start out by using the tip of the Beauty Blender, and we're just going to go around the eye area with that first. And I like to get it out of this top part of the lid first. Just, I don't know. It doesn't matter what you do. Just get it done. All right. Pointy tip. I think some people get a little bit caught up in the how to, the right way, wrong way, and then they stop having fun with doing it. So one of the things that I love about makeup is you literally get the opportunity to finger paint every single day. All right, so now we're going to move to the wide end of this, and we're just going to work around our face here, pressing into every section. And you can see how it's just gone to, it's just like a nice, pleasant matte. And then finally on the forehead. I think I need just a little bit more powder for that. All right, there we go. So a little more powder. There you go. And this does have a little bit of almost a banana-y kind of color. I was a little off-put by it at first when I saw that because it's not like your typical translucent color. But let me tell you, don't let that put you off. That little bit of yellowness to it, even on my, pale skin, is just beautiful. So give it a chance. That is the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. All right, so now we're going to contour a little bit. We're not going to get like crazy carried away with that today because we're going to get crazy carried away with the rest of our face. All right, so I am going to start out with this brush here by It Cosmetics. This end here, we're going to use for the bronzer. This end here, we're going to be using for the highlighter. Today, I'm going to be using the Hoola bronzer. This is the original, the OG from Benefit Cosmetics. So we're going to start out with the flat side of this brush here, and then we're going to move to the side. So using the flat side, I'm just going to give it like 2 swipes in there. And then we're going to kind of give a little bit of a curve shape from the top of the ear, kind of towards where the nostril is right there. And then just work it up a little bit. We want it just above where that small of your cheek is there. All right, still using that flat side here. We're going to just get right up along that hairline. And now we're going to switch to the small side. Under the jawline. Keep a nice neutral face when you do that, so you're making sure you actually hit where that jawline is. All right, side, we're gonna just carve out our nose a tidge. All right, set that aside now. I'm gonna be using the MAC. This is the Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Love this shade, love this highlighter. All right, so just gonna take that, swirl it around a little. We're gonna catch the top of the cheekbone and right to the closeness of the eye socket there. Down the center, making sure we get that Cupid's bow right there. There we go. And now, finally, to finish off our contouring, we're going to add some color to our cheeks because we've just taken all of it out. All right, so I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place. This is Volume 4. Now, today we're going to be living in this lighter color. There's a lot of things going to be happening on in our face, and so we don't want too much color on our cheek because we got enough other color happening. So I'm going to use a blush brush. We're going to go between the bronzer and the highlighter right there, and then up between the two on the side. All right. Ooh, I just hit pan on that. Ah. Okay. I know the blush volume 4 was a little hard to get hold of for a minute. I think they have finally kind of settled that down. So hopefully. All right. So now that we have got our foundation on, we've got our contouring on, let's say our verse together. So it is scrolling around on the bottom of your screen. Let me wait till it rolls around. Okay. Here we go. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. All right. So now we are going to move to our lips. and this super fun lip that we're going to be doing today, if I can find it. There we go. I'm not actually going to be using a lip liner. I know, a little odd for me, but we're going to be using the KVD, and this is, oh, it's got a big dot over it. This is the black one. So want to make sure we give that a little bit of a mix up. We're going to shake that up just a little bit, and we're just going to do a nice black lip. Okay, so there we go. This is a liquid lip. So here we go. And you want to kind of leave your lips separated while it's drying down. Okay. There we go. It's always so weird to try to keep your lips separated and your lipstick is wet. Okay, so again, I don't remember what it might be called. Vampire. All I know is it's the black one. Right now, also NYX has a very nice black color too, so that's awesome. Okay, so again, I shared with you that we're going to be working with a lot of colors today. So some of the colors that we're going to be working with, you're definitely going to need a yellow eyeliner. I've got the NYX Vivids here. You're going to need a yellow eyeliner. You're going to need a black eyeliner. You're going to need a white eyeliner. Those are for sures. Then I'm going to be using a couple of colors here. I'm going to be using, this is the Fluid Eye Paint from About Face, and this is in, what is the name of this one? I can't read it. It's black. Then we're going to be using About Face. This is another eye paint. This one is the glitter, and this one is called Above Santorini. Oh, there. Let me see if I can see that one's name. Art of Darkness. That's the name of the black one. Then we're also going to be using About Face. This is their matte liquid eyeshadow in White Noise. And then just for fun, we're going to be using a little bit of KVD. This is the Super Pomade. This is the color Magenta. May or may not use a little bit of Radium from Urban Decay, which is a nice, let me show you this one. Super beautiful. This one's just a nice blue color. What else do we got here? I have a black eyeliner we may or may not use. I think you get the point. We're just going to have lots of fun here. Okay, so I do have kind of a little bit of an inspiration picture that we are working with. So what we're going to do, just to kind of give you an outline of it. Okay, so we're going to be doing a black circle, and then that's our eclipse part. Then outside of that, there's going to be a yellow ring and then a white ring. And then we're going to be doing kind of a galaxy and then some white stars with that white liner. So we are going to start out with let's do the black part first. We'll do the black, then we'll do the galaxy, then we'll line it. Okay, so again, using the matte eye paint. The most difficult part of this is going to be getting a nice circle. This comes with a really nice little doe foot. So we are literally just going to put this on. And we are going to be using false lashes today. So we are going to just sort of outline our circle. looks pretty circly. Okay. Now we're just going to fill in that outline. You're probably going to have to swipe into your shadow thing quite a few times. And now we'll get under the eye. Okay, let's get a little closer. Okay, so when we close our eye, we just want to see a big circle. Right there. There we go. And it doesn't need to be terribly perfect because you're going to go back over this, the outside edge of that with the other liners. Now, the other liners are the part that you're going to need to have kind of be perfect. All right, so we are going to start out with our blue part of this. So I'm going to be using the About face, and we're going to start out just laying down the foundation of this first. So we're going to just kind of get it a little bit of everywhere here, right up next to that black. I'm going to go across the face here. There not be as much product in this as I had hoped for. So we're just going to work it as we can. Yeah, I think right about there. Okay, that kind of gives us a little bit of a foundation of what we're going to be working with. Let me just try to get this filled in a little bit. Okay. Now, this part we are going to do with our... let me not do it with my fingers. Okay, well, I'm going to use... This is actually a concealer brush. We are going to go into this really pretty blue color from Urban Decay called Radium. And we're just going to load that brush a little bit. There you go. You can see the blues just a little bit darker. Okay. Let me see. Let me set that there. We're going to switch to the Super Shock. This is in the magenta. This I am going to do with my finger. This just looks kind of like a pomade. So just kind of run it around. And then you're just going to put it on there. And don't worry, we're going to blend all this out and not have it be so like splotchy and all that. It's a process. It's a process. Now, given my pores on here, I may actually have to use a brush to get this on here. Okay, let me see here. Let's do... I'm going to use kind of a detail brush, but use the flat edge of it. So I'm going to take it like this. Let's see if I can get that. Dang, adolescent acne scars. Okay, there we go. Now, as long as we got it kind of that nice and vivid, let's just sort of get that up there to even out. Nice. And then let's go over here. This is going to kind of be the tail of it. Just using our finger to soften the edge of that. I just looked over and someone said, "Girl, you be crazy." All right, let me see. I kind of like that. Let's see. Let's go a little bit up more. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Liking that. So now we're getting a good foundation for all of this. Let me get the lid back on there, though. I don't want that to dry out. Okay, I am going to use an angled eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to go back to the blue. And let's kind of come in a little bit closer. Here we go. Really liven up that blue a little bit. There we go. Soften the edge there. I have got a bird upset about something outside. Can you hear that? My goodness, she's being so noisy. Okay. Now let's see what we got. Okay, so let's get a little bit of the white in here now. Okay, so I'm taking the about face and we're just gonna kind of get a little bit in there. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to have to wipe the tip off before I put it in. Now here is going to be our array. And you're just kind of blending it out a little bit. Just let it be a little messy. It'll be fine. We'll catch it all in just a minute. All right. And we're going to grab the, I've got so much shadow on my finger right now. Okay, we're gonna go back to the blue that we started with, this one here, and then we're just gonna kind of work that into the edges of that. You can see it's got a nice glitter in this. Okay. I feel we need a little bit here. Just kind of blend that out a smidge. There we go. And I thought I had, here, let's do a little. I'm going to grab a jumbo pencil from NYX. This was in the shade Eggplant. So we're going to get a little bit, now if I can get it open, you know, these have these so easy a child could open it wrapper things on them. Okay. There you go. Okay. So we're going to use just this nice eggplant color. My eye is already watering. This is a lot of things. Okay, and we're just going to give a little, you know what, let me bring that white over just a little bit here. Let's get a little bit of this blue. Better. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this and we're just going to even that out a little bit. Just ever so slightly. And this will all make so much more sense in just a second. Okay, there we go. Like that much better. So we're going to add just a tidge of purple. Let's get a little bit, I don't know, like up here. Oh, thank you, NYX, because that just kind of blended out all nice all by itself. Just getting a little purple over here. Everything else needs. Let's do some over here. Yeah, let's do some right here. Yeah, you do have, These are pretty good. You do have a little bit of a minute to kind of smooth it out, blend it out a little bit. So just use your finger for smudging it out. You can see I'm just kind of, you know, scooping it up, getting it a little bit of every in there, and then just use your finger to blend it out. Just give you that nice hint of that purple. Okay, so our foundation of this is just about there. And then we can add our extra sparkle there. Okay, so I feel like over here under the eye, we're going to just kind of fix this. Okay, how are we liking that so far? Pretty nice, right? Okay, let's go ahead and soften that out a little. Okay, I'm kind of digging it. All right, so now to the fun part. Well, okay, one of the fun parts. So we are going to take our liquid white eyeliner, and we're just going to add some little kind of dots and stars. So this is just a white liquid eyeliner, and I just want you to give yourself some different galaxy stars. Start out with the little dots first. You know, you could actually flick this too. That might be easier. You do you. Let's see, let's do. Okay, now that we've got some small ones on there, we're gonna add a few like a little bit of a diamond shape there. Okay, let's do like a little one over here. And let me see. I think one right here. Okay, So you can see your galaxy starting to develop here. Now I want to just a little extra right here. Okay. Now, to what I think is going to be, for me at least, the hardest part. So now we're going to take, sorry. Now we're going to take the yellow liquid eyeliner and the white liquid eyeliner that we've been using, and we're going to outline the circle. So I say this is going to be the hardest part because it's going to take kind of a steady hand. So you can see we've already got our galaxy going on. We do have one more thing that we're going to do down the center of the nose, but for the most part, we're done with that. So I'm going to start out with the yellow one first. And this is going to be the, oh, please don't mess up. Okay, so we're just going to outline right around that black circle. And I am not going to try to talk while I'm doing this. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Now, it doesn't need to be like perfect or anything, but do try to get it straight. Okay, not too bad. Now we're going to go just to the outside of that yellow line with our white liner. And just do that same thing all over again. Ah. And you want it to go right up next to that yellow. No gap. All right, halfway there, halfway there. Okay. I feel like this star got a little muddy looking now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so one more thing. I feel like down the center of the nose just needs a little something. So I am going to take, this is the ColourPop Disco Lady. This is the body face glitter. Be careful using it around your face though, because these are big hunks. I'm just going to dip my finger a little bit in that. And we're just going to go right down the center there. And then let's just kind of kind of tap it. I'm trying to kind of avoid the white, I don't know, what would that be? Milky Way? Okay, so excited. That came out so nice. So now you have an eclipse look for your eclipse day. So we are going to take our black eyeliner. You can see right along the rim of the eye where the water line is. I feel like we do need to line that. So I should have done this first. Okay, okay, there we go. Much better. And you can underline here too. There you go. Now it's even darker. Okay, so we do not have any, and you know what? I don't think I brought my brow product over here. So we are going to, let's see, what can we do with that? You know, we might just leave that. I'm going to take just a liquid liner. Oh, we don't have any shadow or anything on that other eye. Okay, so I'm just going to take the pink that we used, the pink blush, and let's do that on the lid on the other side. Let me get a brush cleaned off here. So we're just going to take the blush, this one here. We're just going to do a light dust of that on this lid, just so it's got something on it. Kind of a fleshy color though. Okay, nice. And now, oh, my tissue is like, seriously. You better, if you're going to watch this later, you definitely need a tissue in your lap. Okay. So now we're going to give a little, you know what? I didn't even grab my mascara. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to do some mascara on our lashes because you can see my lashes are kind of like lighter on here. So we are going to curl them just a little bit so we put the false lashes on. And let me tell you, these false lashes are some fun today. All right. So lash curler, I'm using actually today is going to be the Monsieur Big, and I like the waterproof. This is from Lancome. So I'm going to give a little bit of a curl while saying our verse. So get that lash ready. The curler ready. Okay, here we go. You ready? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. Okay, and then the other side. Ready? Here we go. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. Say it one more time for this side. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. All right. So we are going to take our eyeliner now, which I meant to do and we didn't do. We're just going to line a little bit on the upper edge here. Just a nice thin line. The other side already has so much going on, we don't need to worry about that. Now we're just going to give ourselves a thin coat of mascara. There you go. We're just giving a nice coat so that our lashes are not blonde or red or whatever you've got going on, mixing with the lashes. Okay, and the other side. Just one coat will do you. Okay, and now we're going to do the bottom lashes. All right, and then on this side here. All right. Now today, like I said, we're going to be doing some fun line. We're so over the top already. What difference does it make at this point? So one of my favorite lashes, although yet not a daily wear for me because it is a whole lot of excitement, is going to be the Kiss Lash Couture. This is in Russian volume. These are insane. Wait till you see these. Look at these bad boys. Okay, so we are going to be using these today. I am using my Kiss Lash tools. I mean, my velour tools, excuse me. So one thing today about these is going to be, I have already trimmed these, but if you need to trim these, you're going to do this from the outside edge of the lash, and then the inside edge, you're just going to leave the same. On these though, do take a look at them. Make sure right here on the inside edge that there's not a little nub, because that will kind of poke at your eye and it can be a little bit irritating. Trying to get these lashes off of my thingy here. So again, trim from the outside edge. Make sure there's not a nub on the inside edge. If you feel any poking to either side of your lash or your eyelid, it could very well be that you've left your lashes just a little bit too long. So if you notice that, poking at you kind of like all day, not like when you first put them on, I probably would take the lashes off and then just trim a little bit off of that outside edge again, because you probably just left it a little bit long. Okay, these lashes are giving me a little bit of a, there we go. Okay, I think we got it now. These are not very flared or anything, so make sure you keep track of the inside edge from the outside edge. I'm going to be using the Allure. This is the 18-hour lash glue, and we're just going to grab that lash right there in the center, and we're going to get that right on the edge of the band there. Now these are a little bit heavier of a lash, so make sure you do a good job with your adhesive here. And then we're going to flip it over and get it just on the back side edge of that band as well. Okay, once you've got that one side done, you can set that down, grab the other side. Again, the top side of that lash. And then the inside. Okay, looks like I got all of that. gonna set that one down. Let's go back and pick up that first lash that we did. And you'll notice that it is ready when it starts to get a little bit less shiny, starts to get just a little bit dull. If it already starts getting clear on you, then you've let it set just a little bit too long. Most people just don't let it set long enough, and then that's why they get a lot of adjusting problems with their lashes. So we're just going to kind of fan it a little bit to sort of help it along. And it looks like I'm actually going to start with this eye first. Okay, like I said, these lashes are ridiculous. So are you ready? Okay. Oh my gosh. I just caught a glimpse of this in the camera. Came out amazing. Okay, so we're just going to set that lash down. And then we're going to walk it around. I told you these are so fun. These are not ones that I would wear every day. Just for me, my eyes are a little bit smaller. But these are so fun. I do like them for special occasions or makeup looks that are a little bit over the top. And maybe it's just me, but I think today qualifies for that. Okay, so now we're going to pick up the other lash. Fan it down just a smidge. And let's get it on this other side here. Okay, we're just going to make sure our lashes are worked in there good. Okay. Now, I feel like we got so much going on here. I'm going to do a little something on the lip. Okay, I got some eye watering happening here. There we go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this blue, the radium from the Urban Decay. I'm just going to dip my finger in it a little bit. Just get a little. And we're just going to tap it on to that black lip. Just kind of in the center there. There you go. Just give that a little something. Okay, so now you have a galaxy look, an eclipse look for our eclipse day coming up. I hope you have enjoyed this. It has been a little fun. I just love these creative kind of things. So definitely not something that you would do on a normal day. You definitely want to make sure that you are setting all of this. So let's say our verse together and then we'll do our setting. Are you ready? Okay. I can do all things. Oh, wait. There you go. It's on the bottom of your screen. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And now we're going to take our setting spray. And then for the rest of the day, we're going to do our best not to reach up and touch our face in any way, shape, or form. All right. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It has been a joy to be with you for this time. I know we went a little bit longer this week, but I'm glad you hung with me. I look forward to seeing you today and throughout this week. You can catch me on most social media platforms, or better yet, come see me at my store in Midlothian, Texas. So again, let's look at our verse for today. Our verse for today is, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So you can find a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus on your favorite podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Podbean. What else we got? Instagram, Facebook. You get it. Okay. So until we meet again, my friends, let me sing us out here. All right. There we go. And I just love scripture and song. It helps me to remember things. So here we go. You ready? The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his face toward you and give you peace. Heavenly Father, how thankful I am for everyone that has come and hung out with me here live, who has tried this makeup look or not. Father, I just pray live or watching this later on that you would bless them this week, whatever week it is that they're in, Father, that you would help us to remember these verses, that we would treasure them, that we would hide them in our heart, Father, that we can recall them at later times when we need them most, or when those around us just need a little bit of encouragement. Father, I just pray that you would bring these verses back to us, that they would be part of our whole and complete armor of God as we go throughout each and every day. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your week. Love you guys. Goodbye and God bless.